Hey, what's up, guys? Purpose of this video is just saxophone for beginners. I'm going to be introducing the different parts of the saxophone, a few basic notes, and how to play hot cross buns. So first of all, we start off with the parts of the saxophone. Obviously, it's the neck strap, which holds the next part, which is the body of the saxophone. This part is the bell, and put the neck strap on. The next part of the saxophone is the neck. The neck goes into the top of the body, slides in there, and you screw it in. The next part is the mouthpiece. The mouthpiece goes on to the neck. You screw it on, like so. The next part is the ligature, which goes onto the mouthpiece, and it holds the reed onto the mouthpiece. This here is a reed. This is what defines the saxophone as a woodwind instrument. All woodwinds have a reed, so you just I'll take them out. You have your saxophone. You put the reed inside the mouthpiece like this. You slide it under the ligature. And when you're putting on your reed, you'll see a little tip black before you screw on your ligature, like so. And then you can screw it on, put it in place, and tighten it. One other thing before we get started, just for maintenance of the saxophone, if your cork, this is the cork of the neck, if this ever gets dry or starts wearing out, you get cork grease, and you simply just apply it. It's exactly like chapstick, but instead of on a mouth, you put it on your cork, like so. And if it's a little globby like mine is right now, just rub it in. And the last part of maintenance is, depends on what kind of one you have, but they use to clean out the body. You either have a swab, which it's a cloth attached to a wire. You put the wire down in the bell. You go like this, catch the wire, and pull the swab through the saxophone. Or you have another one that I have is where it's just a long plume thing that you just stick down in the body, and it cleans out the lower body and upper body also. So that's how you take care of your saxophone and how you assemble your saxophone. Alright, so the next section is posture and how to blow on the mouthpiece. For playing the saxophone, you want to have good posture. Sit up straight on the edge of your chair. Keep your armature open, and you need to open your throat and breathe from your throat, from your diaphragm up, and that gives you more air for blowing. First of all, you put your front teeth on the front of the tip of the mouthpiece, like so, and then for your bottom lip, you put your lip over your teeth, like this, and you put this part of your lip on the reed, like this, and then to blow, That's how you blow. And then for tonguing it, you do the same thing for the top of your mouth, but you keep the lip at the bottom, but instead of having your tongue deeper, you bring it up to the reed, and you smack against it, the reed, so it sounds like this kind of. That's when you tongue. Alright, so that's your posture and how you blow in the mouthpiece. Next part, I'm going to teach you 3 basic notes. The first, or I'll teach you 4 basic notes, but we'll only be using 3 for hot cross buns. The first note, or maybe second you'll learn, is a low F sharp. So what that is when you're placing your fingers on the saxophone, there are 5 buttons on the front of this, the white buttons. You're gonna skip the first one, put your index finger on the second one, skip the tiny third one, put your middle finger on the fourth one, and finally your ring finger on the fifth one. So like this. So the first note that you will learn is an F sharp probably. So what you need to do is the 3 fingers up top, and then at the bottom there are 3 white keys again. For F sharp, you want to hit the middle one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, but the middle finger 1, and it'll sound like this. That is your tuning note that you use to tune, and it's probably one of the first basic notes. If you don't learn it in the first couple of lessons, if you take lessons, it's fine. It's not as important as the next couple notes, but it's your tuning notes. So just remember that. The next um, one that you will learn, probably the first one you'll learn, is a G. So you put your 3 fingers where I told you to put them, and you just hold them down. So that's a G, and so you put the G, 2, 4, and 5 of these buttons. It'll sound like this. And that's your basic note. That's the first line you know in the saxophone. The second note is similar to the first, but instead of all 3, you lift up the 5th key, so you only have 2 and 4. So it's just these 2 and not the third, just these 2, and that's an A. So it's an A. And finally for the third, or for the fourth note, but third most important one, it's going to be a B. So instead of 3 or 2, it's just 1, the first one, which is the second key. So instead of all 3 or all 2, it's just this one. Stuff like this. And those are your 3 or 4 basic notes. Um, the G, the notes just kind of build off the G. As you go up, you just lift your fingers up. And for the low notes, you keep, for the low notes like F sharp and all the ones down, you keep all 3 fingers on G and just work down to the bottom. Um, so next we're gonna learn how to play hot cross buns. You're gonna go B A G B A G G G G G A A A A B A G. So we'll take it one step at a time. So we'll go B A G. We're gonna do that twice. Second time. Our third part is hard. It goes G G G G A. So it goes four times G, four times A, and then it goes B A G again. So fingering G G G G A B A G. Alright, so let's try the whole song. Just a refresher. It goes B A G twice. Then it goes G G G four times, A four times, and then B A G again. Now you've learned your first song. Um, that's all I have for this beginner course. Comment if you would like for me to make another video of any other notes you'd like to learn or tricky fingerings or anything. And my next lesson will be on the lower notes. So keep watching. Thanks. Subscribe.